My name is Questor. I've lived here in the desert by this river for a long, long time. It's another sunny day, so come with me down to the river where it's cooler and we can get a nice drink of water. People have lived here for a long time too. I'd like to show you some of the things my human neighbors have built by my river through the centuries. Look there! You can still see the canals they dug to irrigate their crops long ago. And here, next to the canal by the river, is what's left of the walls of an ancient city. Why do you suppose people build along rivers? The ancient people used materials they found around them for their buildings. Their old city walls were made of stone and mud. The people who came next to my river used other nearby materials to construct their buildings. What materials do you see in these buildings? Come with me and ride the wind currents to the top of this butte where we can look out in all directions. Look, now other people have moved up from the south to build their homes by my river. From here we can see the village down there. Many of the villagers are building canals and working in fields. Let's get up close and see what the men are doing. Ah, this man is working with adobe bricks made of dirt, sand, water, and straw dried in the sun. Look at the wide buttresses bracing thick adobe walls of that building where all the people have gathered. Over there is another adobe house with a porch running all across the front. What do buildings with thick walls and wide porches do for people who live in the desert? There's a lot happening along my river. Look at the people working down there. They're building new canals right where the ancient ones were. Now the desert is covered with fields of hay, citrus trees, and other crops, all irrigated by the new canals. See the people bringing their things to the riverbank for the ferry to take across the river? Water from the river runs through that mill to turn the stones that grind the grain into flour. And a town is growing up around the mill. Nearby, a well-off farmer has built a big farmhouse. Its ornate details were the fashion of the day. Later, other styles were popular. How do these newer styles compare with the style of the old farmhouse? It's a quiet day along my river. Let's fly over to the other side of the butte to see what's going on there. Look at all the young people coming and going from that building. The overhanging roof protects them from the sun. Now see what they have done. They've built a new stone and brick building where the young people come and go. Look at all the details. Does the building have a special meaning for the young people who go there to learn? For their parents who send them there? For others in the town? Let me show you something new. Now they can take things across my river on a train, but sometimes my river floods. Look what happens to the bridge and see how people try to control the water. We've seen this building before, but now look at all those people gathered to listen to the president on the steps. What do you think the building means to the people, all dressed up for this special event? the years, I've seen lots of people working along the river. But they do other things too. They also find time for special events, like celebrating the opening of a fine new bridge. They play games. Sometimes they dance, wear costumes for a show, or play music. They even watch movies by the swimming pool down by the river. What's that? It's a special building just for movies. The folks are building some interesting places for the arts. What shapes do you see? I can't believe my eyes. There's a still, glassy lake right there in the dry bed of my river. There's water in the old river again. Lots of new buildings are springing up all along the shores of the lake. Wow! People living in the desert really like being near the water. When I think back, I am amazed at how much has happened through the years along the river. What is that new building at the end of the lake? I'm going to fly over there and ask some questions. Why don't you come too? What can I see when I look carefully at the Tempe Center for the Arts? What else can I learn to help me appreciate this fantastic new building? What does the building mean? To the architect? To others? To me? How does the Tempe Center for the Arts compare with other buildings?